Hey guys, Mask Majora here, and today we're doing another tribute to. Now, before I start this video off, I just want to say that this is going to be a little more detailed than the one with Chuckle Conroy, because one, I actually have the editing software that allows me to do more stuff, and two, I actually was able to get a lot more information because the person we're about to talk about has actually made a previous video talking about some things in his life, and I figured that would be a great first-hand source, so that's pretty much where I got most of this information. So, yeah, that's what I just wanted to say first before I started this video. Yeah. Video games and YouTube correlate very well together, and one of the most popular video game channels on YouTube is The Game Theorists, with 8 million subscribers, and the person who runs the channel is Matthew Patrick, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I'd say is actually my favorite. And he does things in a way that makes learning fun. And I know if you're watching an education channel that you just really like, you'll say that, but this isn't an education channel. He's just making learning fun. It's more or less a video game channel, just with some learning involved. And I really like that. So, this is a tribute to Matthew Patrick. Matthew Robert Patrick was born on November 15th, 1986, and grew up in Medina, Ohio, as an only child. He was really involved in theater, and the only reason he first got involved in it was because growing up in Ohio, there was two options, sports and choir. And having glasses, sports really wasn't an option. Growing up, a lot of people actually thought he was gay, including his future wife later in life. And when he got to high school, he graduated valedictorian, and he took a bunch of extra classes, sacrificed his lunchtime in summer to take extra classes, and in summer the classes he took were in college campuses. He got a 1600 on his SATs, which is a perfect score, and got a scholarship to college. And in college, he studied theater and neuroscience because just in case theater didn't work out, he needed a backup. And he met his future wife in college when they were working on a video game programming class. And they made for the class, they actually made a Legend of Zelda parody. Just thought I'd throw that in there. After college, he moved to New York, and just as a side note, he still has his older theater videos on his channel if you dig deep. I've seen a couple of them, and he's actually really good, so if you want to go check that out, you can do that. But anyway, he started to realize the not so good things about being a theater actor, because while he was as successful as a starving actor could be, he was still starving. He wasn't getting that much money, and he just needed a job. Unfortunately, nobody would really give him a job because jobs don't really take high academic standards like getting valedictorian, 1600 SATs, academic scholarship to college. They want experience. And he was starting to get really desperate. So, in a flash of desperation, he made game theory. Because when he was younger, he loved video games. He absolutely loved them, and as he said in the video where he talked about his life, he said he had his first memory was of him playing Castlevania in his Mario-themed room. And he said, I literally have been playing video games for as long as I remember. And I just thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, he started game theory as just a flash of desperation because he needed something to put on his resume. He figured knowing all these things, math, science, history, and being able to edit videos and know about cultural aspects of the new age, modern age, like fidget spinners and dope. So stupid. I don't use slang words very often, so call me a nerd if you want, because I am one, but I don't use slang words at all. I don't even know if dope is one. But anyway, he needed something to boost his resume, so he started game theory, and he started to get very successful because normal people who were watching YouTube just looked at his video and liked what they saw, so they subscribed to his channel, and he started growing higher and higher in views, and big companies started to realize this, and now game theory was at the top of his resume, making it so that when somebody's interviewing him, he can just say, yeah, I do game theory. If you want to go search it up on YouTube, you can. And I do everything on there. I edit, I do research and stuff like that. Well, at least in the older videos. I don't think he edits very much anymore. But the thing is, he finally got his break when a fellow Ohioan gave him a job as a YouTube consultant, and he started working with bigger channels. And he became huge and growing in the ranks. And he not only did YouTube change his life for the better, and possibly even saved his life, he also saved a bunch of other people because possibly game theory changed other people's lives for the better too. They had something that boosted the morale, and to be honest, game theory does boost the morale quite a bit if you like video games, because it's just really interesting to watch. And even if you go back to the older videos, like his first video, Chrono Trigger, they're actually really interesting to watch. They may not be the best videos in the world, but they're still pretty good. And if you like math, science, and you also love video games, this is a good channel for you. And even if you don't like math and science and you like video games, because I don't really like school that much. I mean, I'm a smart kid, not bragging, just saying, but I don't really enjoy it all that much. And he actually makes it fun. Like, I've actually learned a couple things from this, like how to find the area of a trapezoid and stuff like that. And he actually does things pretty cool, and he'll cheer you up. And just as a side note, he also has a second channel called The Film Theorists, where he does different stuff on movies instead of video games, which, if you like movies instead of video games, you can go watch those too. And he also made one of the first gaming live streams on YouTube with GT Live. And he also has an archive channel for that if you want to go check it out. Also, he had a YouTube Red series called Game Lab, where he tested out different things in video games in real life. Like, the parkour Mirror's Edge. He tested that out, and that's the only one I've actually seen because I don't have YouTube Red. But, yeah, this was a tribute to Matthew Patrick. He is... If I was to meet him in real life, I would say he was a pretty cool guy. He does a lot of things that are really cool, like daily live streams on video games, and just in general being a good guy. He's got a lot of friends on YouTube, like Gerard the Completionist, Nate Wants to Battle, Peanut Butter Gamer. A lot of those guys he's friends with, and he features them on GT Live and Game Theorist once in a while. And he's pretty popular too. On Game Theory, he has about 8 million subscribers, and to be honest, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't have 10 subscribers at the point of making this video, and he has 8 million. And that just blows my mind. So anyway, guys, this was a tribute to Matthew Patrick. Matthew, if you're watching this, I absolutely love your videos. And I'm glad that YouTube has changed your life for the better. Because without YouTube changing your life, you might not still be doing videos, and if that were to happen, I just would freak out because you're my favorite YouTuber, and you deserve to be on YouTube. You deserve to be one of the most popular on YouTube. And you're still growing, and I'd say you're about at the top end of 8 million subscribers. By now, you might even be 9. Heck if I know. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Mask Majora, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. I just wanted to put this back in just as a little side note for Matthew. You guys don't, if you're watching this and you're not Matthew Patrick, you don't have to, you can exit out of the video now, I don't care. But I just love what you do, and I love how you've done things that really no other YouTuber has. A lot of them have tried to replicate what you do, like Noggin and Loxton, and a lot of others. That was just the first one who came to mind. And the only reason I know he took inspiration from you is because he said multiple times in his videos that he's taken inspiration from you. And even I've taken inspiration from you. You've been one of the biggest inspirations on YouTube for me, along with the guy in the previous video, Chugga Conroy. And I just wanted to say that thank you so much for inspiring me to be on YouTube. Thank you.